Hey, what is this sound which is coming? Sorry, there is a sound which is constantly coming. वो कहाँ से आ रहा है?
एक सेकेंड.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to GOQii Health Stories. While the lockdown was a great move to curb the spread of COVID-19, it affected the health and life of a lot of people around the world. These leading active lifestyles had to be homebound, and this led to a development of a lot of ailments. People could not be active outside. Parks were shut, all public places were shut, and gyms were shut. And clearly, this became a challenge. Uh, and today's story is very unique because one of our players who's going to be joining us today, while she was very active, she's been a very, very active sports person. She's been leading a healthy lifestyle. But during COVID is when she started developing a lot of healthcare issues and conditions. And that's when, luckily for her and for us, we got her on the platform. And now we have seen a very, very amazing change in her health, her lifestyle, and a lot of her underlying diagnostic parameters also. So, without further ado, let me welcome to the show our player Anupa Samuel. Welcome, Anupa.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
So, Anupa, tell us I know you were very suddenly you started seeing a lot of health issues. So please tell us about a little bit about your background and how did this all happen?
So, frankly speaking, it was this year itself. I would say it was the end of January 2022 when everything started. I was not feeling well. 2 days I will feel better. Then the third day I will have fever or something of that sort. I thought, well, what was happening to me? So I told my elder daughter, I have two kids. My elder daughter, I told her that why don't you call the pathology lab for a test? Let's have blood test of myself. So like that, she called the pathology lab test and we did a blood test of myself. And I found my triglycerides were too high. Too high. It was about 300. So I was actually panicked. I thought what to do because it has never happened. Nothing of that sort was happened to me. I was fit, walking 14 kilometers daily. Since I stay near the Sanjay Gandhi National Park, Borivali, so for me, walking to the national park was a joyful moment for me. I love to travel like a solitary walker, you can say. So I was like that. So after the COVID and everything, I had to sit at home, and it was a difficult phase for me to go. Walking 3,000 steps was also a difficult task for me at that time. What to say about 14
But,
kilometers?
but Anupa, tell me, knowing that I should take a blood test and look at triglyceride, how did you have all this information? Because I know that
I told that I have to go for a blood test. In that report, the triglycerides were too high. So then I told my husband, you see, it has gone too high. He was also shocked. Then he asked his colleague what to do. He said कि अरे यार अभी तो बहुत कुछ करना पड़ेगा, जल्दी नीचे नहीं आने वाला. But I thought नहीं, मुझे तो करना है. Because I hate medications. Frankly speaking, I hate medications. I can do anything. I can change my diet, but it was my 46th birthday this year. And it was a gift to me by my husband on February 11th.
fantastic. That was a very, very well thought out birthday gift.
Absolutely. But still, happy to join with a coach because I thought कि अरे वो तो मुझसे खुद हो जाएगा, क्या coach करेगा. And during the earlier days, Honey Paul was my coach. For the first 1.5 months, Honey Paul was my coach. Then from, I think it was from 4th of April that Nikhil joined me. We were a team then. And when he rang me first, I didn't want to talk to him because I thought कि ये बंदा क्या करेगा, कौन सा hunter चलाएगा मेरे ऊपर.
It's amazing the way you are referring to your coach and कौन सा hunter चलाएगा मेरे ऊपर. तो हमने यही सोचा कि to find out कि कौन सा hunter finally चला और चलाया, we actually have a surprise for you. So we are actually going to now invite your GOQii coach Nikhil Sapate to the program itself. So Nikhil, please join the show.
Hi there, this is Nikhil.
Hi, Nikhil.
So, hi Anupa, how are you?
I am fine. How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine. Hi Vishal.
Hi, Nikhil. So really good to see you.
Yeah.
So please tell us that, Anupa जिनको लगा था आप इन पे चाबुक चलाने वाले हैं, finally, how did you work together to such an extent that you now have such an amazing bond?
Yeah. So she was assigned on my system on the 4th of April. So, I was analyzing her logs. She was uploading her daily logs, and I was very impressed with her. She was waking up very early in the morning, around 4 o'clock. She told me on the chat. She was taking seeds. She was taking fruits. I didn't find that she was taking any cheat meals as such. So I told her, you continue with the same, and let's connect on the call. But at that time, she said she was busy with her father's, doctor consultations and all that. So we connected after 10 days. So on the 14th of April, we had our first call. And on that call, we discussed several things, her blood reports. So I actually analyzed her blood reports, and I found out that the triglycerides are way too high. Her total cholesterol was way too high, about 200, and her TSH was also like 7 and above. So I asked her whether you are taking any medicines for it. She said, no, I don't want to take any medicines. I just want to lower all the parameters just by taking natural foods uh, and changing the lifestyle. So I was very impressed with the thought of her.
So tell us, Anupa, you were so skeptical.
Yeah, I was very much skeptical. I didn't want to meet Nikhil. I didn't want to talk to him.
So क्या हुआ? Why did you suddenly start listening to his advice, and what happened in that?
It's a funny story actually also because he was continuously saying, "अरे मुझे कॉल पे बात करना है." I said कि हाँ मुझे थोड़ा बिजी हूँ, थोड़ा पापा को हॉस्पिटल लेके जाना है. And actually I was hiding from him. That was the real reason. But he thought that I was saying it normally. I said कि नहीं. I thought कि नहीं यार ये बंदे से मेरे को कुछ नहीं करना है. Honey was okay for me. बंदा क्या करेगा मेरा? ये तो. Then after 10 days when he contacted me, that time he was speaking not, but bad face because of my dad, because he was diagnosed with a prostate issue, and I was in Kerala. I'm a Keralite, so and my father's place is in Kerala. So he was there alone because my mother passed away 7 years back. So I couldn't bring him during the COVID times to Mumbai. So it was that time only, this April only, I could go and meet him. And I said, that by April, I would say by April end, I would say that I came to know that he was facing this issue of prostate cancer. I said, now you will not stay there alone. You will come to Mumbai and stay with me because I'm the only one of child of my parents also. So obviously I have to look after him. Then here, when I brought him to Mumbai, I had to take him to the Tata Memorial Hospital. So not only once, I think it was 3 or 4 days a month, 4 to 5 days a month, I had to take him to the hospital. At that point of time, I used to contact with Nikhil, and Nikhil used to ask me, where are you? Where are you? I said, I am here, I am there. Then he asked me where. I said, I am going to the hospital. But I didn't tell him about my dad, that I was facing this issue and I am going with him to the hospital. But when he came to know about it, he actually took an emotional quotient. I would say that it was an emotional help for me from his side, personally speaking, because he was asking me everything about my dad, that what happened, and then he was researching also about the foods that my dad should eat. So all that got brought me closer to him, and I felt that somebody was there who literally understands me, and that's how it happened. Else I would never have got closer to Nikhil.
Fantastic, Anupa. And I think from being skeptical, and what you
Yeah.
just talked about was the emotional quotient, and that's exactly what coaching is all about, right? Coaching is not about using the chabuk. It is
No,
actually about being compassionate, being
yeah,
understanding. And I think Nikhil, by the way, you should also know that normally almost 95% plus GOQii coaches are female. Nikhil is among the very
yeah.
small percentage of male coaches who are there, but he's been excellent on the platform for
Yeah,
several
he is
years.
outstanding. He is outstanding because he has helped me a lot. He has helped me a lot. He actually trusts my abilities, and I trust his advice, because so it goes that way. And now we have become very good buddies also. So वो मुझे डांटता है, मैं भी उसे डांट देती हूँ कि नहीं, मुझे नहीं सुनना. Exactly.
Fantastic. Now, since we are talking about buddies and we are talking about people who you support from, I also want to invite somebody who actually first got you GOQii as a birthday gift itself and got you introduced to the program and gave you the ultimate support. We would like to invite your husband, Biswajit.
Yeah, yeah.
Hello, Biswajit. How are you? Namaste. I think up mute. I think you have gone into mute. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's better. Now you're out. Yeah. So namaste again and welcome to GOQii
Mute.
Health Stories.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
So, so tell us, Biswajit, ये आपने how did you think about gifting GOQii to Anupa? And given that she was so skeptical, आपको लगा था ये कोचिंग कर पाएंगी और जो आज इनको ये जो success मिला है, what was your reaction when you first gave her the gift, and now what is the reaction?
No, GOQii, I was reading about that brand and the papers and all those things, but I happened to I'm working with a bank, public sector bank. I happen to know GOQii. So due to the health issues and all those things, I thought let us give a try. And as it is an app-based solution, so even I was a bit skeptical. चलो देखते हैं, let us see for a change कैसा होता है. Because it is an app-based solution, and again it has to be a coaching and all those things. So I told her give it a try. एक बार देखो कैसे होता है, फिर उसके बाद step by step जैसे होता है. But again देने से कुछ नहीं होता. मतलब आपके अंदर में डेडिकेशन और पैशन होगा तभी हो सकता है. दे तो सब सकते हैं, उसमें कुछ इश्यू नहीं है लेने के लिए. बट वो कमिटमेंट भी होना चाहिए अंदर से किसी को जिसको करना है, तो वो इम्पोर्टेंट फैक्टर होता है. मेन दैट इज व्हाट.
All the husbands know that how difficult it is to give your wife a gift, right? And especially gift देख के गाली सबको ही पड़ती है कि ये क्या gift है, मेरे को ही काम करना पड़ेगा. So do you remember what was her first reaction when you gifted her the GOQii system and said अब ये लो?
पहले तो ये था कि ये क्या है, ये तो मुझे कुछ पहनना ही नहीं है पहले तो. ये क्या है, इसमें चीजें क्या है, ये कोच उसको पता नहीं कौन कोच है, कौन बात करने वाला है, कौन फोन आएगा बाद में बात करेंगे. ऑल दिस थिंग ना, जो आता है कॉल आता है ठीक है बाद में करते हैं, ऑल दिस थिंग्स आर देयर. बट मैंने बोला एक बार ट्राई तो करो, एक बार जरा जस्ट गिव इट अ ट्राई. अगर नहीं ठीक लगता तो देन प्रोबब्ली कैन थिंक इट ऑफ हाउ वी कैन आगे स्टेप बाय स्टेप देखते हैं. But again, it's all about the coaches that you're having right now, because उनका भी बहुत बड़ा support होता है. Ultimately, that is how they interact with the customer, and how they make you feel at ease, because it is a new experience for the customer. Because we are just we do not know who is at the other side. It's an app-based solution. We don't know who's the other side. Even निखिल भी हमारे को मालूम नहीं था कौन है, क्यों जो भी हनी है जो भी है, हमारे को मालूम भी नहीं है कौन है, कैसे होने वाले हैं, क्या गाइडेंस देने वाले हैं, भाई करना है कि नहीं करना है. So एक start लिया गया था, but again it has gone well. To be very honest, it has gone very well. But बट ये ऐप बेस्ड है तो हमेशा ऐप में एंगेजमेंट ज्यादा ऐप में ही रहता है most of the time.
That's why my kids say कि ये मेरा पहला पति है. GOQii is my पहला पति.
That's an incredible point to say. So Biswajit, what is your reaction when ये कि मैंने ही आपको पहला पति लाके दे दिया?
मैं वही बोलता यार ये क्या है हमेशा ये GOQii uploading and all those things and all. But suggestion भी है ना वैसे. I mean it's a suggestion that again too much of engagements भी क्या थोड़ा सा offline engagements भी होगा तो काफी अच्छा रहेगा. If it's an offline engagements, you know.
That's why the trail will be happening.
Yes.
The
So
offline one.
तो अभी she's already walking the trail. ये तो already संजय गांधी नेशनल पार्क में जा रही है. तो दिसंबर में we are organizing our trail which is 50 kilometers in Mandangarh. So we will invite both of you on that trail itself to actually do it. तो अभी आपको भी अभी कोचिंग चालू करा दी जाएंगी जल्दी से.
तो आप होता है normally ना walkathons and all those things. So probably GOQii be maybe you can think of all those things.
Now that COVID is over, we will be starting a lot of activities because of COVID. As you know, a lot of activities were shut. But Anupa, I have another question for you. You know, when you started uploading things on the app and now you are very, very active on the GOQii app itself, तो आपको लगा था कि you will be using this app? You are now an elite GOQii user for several days. So how is it like being an elite GOQii player?
It feels great. I feel proud. Obviously, like a proud GOQii I am now. And by the way, congratulations, sir, because you have surpassed the 500 days of being elite. I am not that much old. I am a young baby.
No, and what you just said is that you are a young baby. So I don't know if Biswajit has seen this, but Biswajit, we want to show you and the rest of the folks some very interesting data of Anupa, which is going to be inspiring to everybody. As far as Anupa is concerned, as you know, she joined on the 11th of February on GOQii. But the best part is she has started reverse aging. And I'm sure you are noticing this and everybody around her is noticing. As per GOQii, she's almost 1 year younger than her real age. Actually, she looks even younger. Maybe GOQii algorithm is still catching up. So she's already now, while her biological age must be 46, she's actually, as per GOQii, already almost 11 months, 12 months younger, which is a year younger. And the way she's going to be reverse aging continuously. As you can see, she's elite for 152 days. She's been very active on GOQii in the top 6%. Also, you can see her consistency, you know, meditation almost 28 out of 30 days, fitness so every day, nutrition every day, sleep 22 days. So maybe some days she may be having some upar niche, but it's amazing. Similarly, you can see when she started, she had a very low score, 53 on the health. We call it health risk assessment. Her risk has now completely changed and now she's gone on to 75 and 80, which is a huge change, which is amazing. Also, we can see her BMI has become normal. She's lost a considerable amount of weight. And I think overall, you know, we can definitely see her to be much more athletic. Also, you can see that she's been very active. She's been consistently walking. You know, already last month she did 366 kilometers of walk. Average, she's walking 3 hours every day, which is incredible, right? 3 घंटा दिन में चलना is requires a lot of dedication. Also,
I can walk more.
so now we'll be getting you to walk more. Also, you can see her sleep score, her deep sleep analysis, which is amazing. Her sleep is fair. Of course, I'm sure Nikhil is going to work on making her sleep better.
Sure.
And we can see her resting heart rate, her sleep duration. Also, you can see the amount of changes she's made on her diet. So, Nikhil, what was the biggest change? Because I can now see, you know, because she being a Keralite and I think Biswajit, you are from East side, Odisha, right?
Yeah.
So your food will be very, very delicious, tasty, oily and all that, right? So how did you, because triglycerides is also a function of the diet. So Nikhil, how easy was it to change the diet? Because now we can see she's having basil green tea, bay leaf, ginger, flaxseed, ये सारी सब चीजें हमको दिख रही हैं. तो आपने इतना बड़ा चेंज कैसे किया?
So she had actually switched from the white rice to red rice, and the red rice is actually high in fiber and low in glycemic index. So that was a very good change in her diet. And also she's consuming air fried chicken and fish with minimum oil intake. So that part, if we consider, the triglycerides and cholesterol will definitely go down when you consume air fried or roasted chicken. So this change was a very paramount for her success story, I think. And besides that, I do also think that uh, taking a lot of detox water in the morning, turmeric ACV, that has also changed the course of her journey, because turmeric has anti-cholesterol properties, cholesterol, bad cholesterol, it lowers triglycerides. So this was an added benefit for her, because I think that the more you consume herbs, the more benefit you are going to get, because they are actually, proven in the scientific journals to actually work on our on human body. So this actually worked in her favor.
Fantastic. I can also
Yeah.
see that her water hydration is also very good, and she was just having water to probably
Yeah,
show the
compared to
coach.
earlier times, yeah. Compared to earlier times, it's much more better. Earlier it was not, but now it's better.
Fantastic. So now, actually, I want to invite somebody else on the show who's also played a big part of your big role in your journey. Even though she's on the back end, she's not been front end on there, but she's definitely involved. So without further ado, I want to invite expert coach Ridhima Dhawan, who, along with Nikhil, are responsible for coaching you. So Ridhima, please come in and welcome to the show. Riddhi, yeah. Hi, Riddhi.
Yeah, hi. Thank you, Vishal, for inviting me. Hi, Anupma. Anupma, you look fabulous. You look much more leaner. And of course, you have reversed your GOQii age. That's something which is very, very incredible.
Thank you for the compliment.
So Riddhi, tell us, clearly Anupa was a difficult player, right? She had already, ये मेरे को कोच चाबुक मारने वाला है मैं नहीं सुनूंगी, right? She came with this mindset that because she did not know what to expect, right? लोगों को लगता ही है कि कोच मतलब डांटेंगे या आपको, गुस्सा करेंगे. Because that's how typically we have grown up, whether in school or in other places. So what did we do uniquely to address Anupa's needs, and how do you think she came to getting such amazing results with GOQii?
So I was just reading the chat conversation between the Nikhil and Anupa. What I feel is, they share a great bond with each other. It's far beyond the coach and the player relationship. Like Anupa told that, Nikhil is just like a buddy, right? So that is what a rapport formation is very, very important when you're on the platform, and it's like a two-way communication. So besides helping on the goals, it's very important to build a rapport with the player. Only then you can have a confidence on your coach, trust on your coach. And that is what Nikhil, did his best, and which is why, Anupa was able to trust his capabilities. And that is why they both were able to achieve, their goals. I would also like to say that Anupa is, something, I have never seen such a player. She's very dedicated. Even the minute details, she's uploading on the app, even though she's, eating some or, more or less the same thing, but she's updating everything on the app. And that is what is helping Nikhil also, to analyze the data well. So he's converting that data into a meaningful conversation, which is actually helping Anupa also, to reduce her fat percentage, to improve her medical ailments. So it's like a, partnership, a very good partnership between the coach and Anupa. So that is what has helped both of them.
True, true, true.
Fantastic. So Nikhil, tell me something, ये जो भी ये आपको ये data दे रही थी, was it that easy? I mean, didn't you have ups and downs, and was she like कि आपने बोला और उन्होंने सब कुछ follow कर दिया?
नहीं, ऐसा कुछ नहीं हुआ था. मतलब वो सुनने के लिए तैयार नहीं थी in starting days. So I told her, first of all, she was consuming brown breads and sandwiches. So I told her, for some period of time, like 2 to 3 months, you cut down on the breads also, because once we get your triglyceride level down and other parameters, so after that I'll allow you. So currently I'm allowing her to have a bread roll only for like once a week. So before that she was actually completely stopped from eating any bakery products. So she was like,
Past 2 months, I didn't have bread.
so she
I
was
didn't
not
have
liking
bread.
this strictness. actually.
वाओ। तो बिस्वजीत टेल अस असली में क्या है? ऐसा तो नहीं कि वो खाली रिपोर्ट कर रही थी कि मैं ब्रेड नहीं खा रही और चुपके से ब्रेड भी खा रहे हैं, स्वीट्स भी खा रहे हैं, सब कुछ सच्ची में क्या हो रहा है बताओ हमको। यू आर द वन, दैट इज व्हाई वी वांट यू ऑन द शो टू टेल अस रियल स्टोरी क्या है।
नहीं, डाइट तो एक्चुअली बहुत चेंज हो गया है, मैंने भी ऑब्जर्व किया, क्योंकि ये सब ये जो ना फ्लैक्स सीड्स वगैरह, ये तो कभी डाइट में कभी था भी नहीं कभी, ऑल दिस थिंग्स। And I think she used to order a lot of dry fruits from GOQii store, and all those things were there. But ये जो diets वगैरह है, again we were having dinner probably quite late, around 10 o'clock. But she used to have dinner by 7 o'clock and all those things. So dietary changes काफी सारा, we observed a lot of changes in the dietary things. Even she wakes up nowadays quite early. I mean 4 o'clock. मैं बोलता हूँ यार 4 बजा है अभी, 4 ही बजा है अभी तो। But over a period of time, last 3-4 months, even I'm observing that she is waking up quite early. And the thing is that she's religiously following. That is the whole mantra. That's what I feel. And of course, the coach support is always there. And बट अगेन मैं वही बोलते रहता हूँ, अरे आप हमेशा वो व्हाई आर यू टाइम एंड अगेन अपलोडिंग ईट फोटोग्राफ्स, कभी भी कुछ भी खा रहे हो, अगेन यू आर अपलोडिंग एंड ऑल दिस।
वो उसके लिए कोच को डांटो, कोच को नहीं।
बट अगेन इट must be data and algorithm for analysis and all those things, so that is going to help others also who is going to probably look at it. So that is the trend probably.
GOQii Arena में इनके बहुत फ्रेंड्स है। प्लीज टेल Anupa, tell Biswajit about what is in GOQii Arena.
In simple words, it's about friends. It's about friends. I come to know about my friends, what he is eating or what she is eating, or we chat a lot in that about their post. They know about my post and I know about their post.
मैं बोलता हूँ कई बार यार, जब भी देखो यार हमेशा GOQii में लगे रहते हैं।
सर GOQii मेरा पहला पति, मैंने बोल दिया। पति
तो अभी
GOQii में लगे रहते हैं।
तो अभी उनको भी GOQii में ले आते हैं। That is a better idea, right? Biswajit, you can now come and become her friend on the GOQii Arena chat itself.
But again, it has been a good journey. I mean, very positive impact, and of course, a lot of lifestyle has been changed. Changes भी आ गए हैं. It's a very good sort of a thing. एक बार थोड़ा सा offline भी, I mean, थोड़ा सा outdoor activities भी होंगे तो ज़्यादा अच्छा रहेगा.
100%. I think we'll be working on a lot of those outdoor activities. Riddhi, I had another question for you. When it comes to issues like triglycerides, right? Today, a lot of people have diabetes, hypertension, triglycerides, right? तो diet का इसमें क्या लोगों को लगता है medicine खानी है. Most people who have triglycerides and these kind of issues say कि अरे medicine, blood pressure एक गोली खा लो, diabetes एक गोली खा लो, right? That's what, and I assume, that is what normally everybody thinks. So how can diet actually have a big change in this, right? If you could give some perspective.
Yeah, so diet plays a very, very important role. Like Anupa mentioned that, in the beginning of the program, she was very clear that I want to, only follow the diet and don't go ahead with the medication. So she made the right decision, because diet and all the holistic aspect, I won't say only the diet, but all the holistic aspect, work together. And that is how, we can reverse the medical ailments. So diet specifically, see, medicines are only going to work upon the symptoms. When you are working on the lifestyle changes, you are going to work on the root cause. Why did triglycerides happen? Why did cholesterol happen? It's all because of the lifestyle changes. So if you are taking the medication, doctor is advising your medication, that is only resolving your symptoms, but not the root cause. So first and foremost thing is that you will have to work on the root cause. So diet plays a very important role. She was including bread, late night dinners, maybe more of refined flour, or the more of sugar. So if excess of sugar is not converted into energy, that basically gets stored as fat. And this fat circulates in your blood, so which increases your triglyceride level. So which is why including good diet in form of the omega-3 fatty acid, anti-inflammatory food, and she's having everything. The best part is that she's well read, she's very knowledgeable, and she's including everything, because most of us know everything, what is right for us and what is wrong for us, right? But we still keep following the wrong things and don't follow the right things. But in her case, she has been following the right things, she's implementing it, and that is why, with her dedication and consistency, she was able to make diet as a prime focus, and which is why she was able to reverse the medical ailments.
Amazing. So now, just because, diet was such an important thing, we want to figure out that her diet ka understanding kya hai between Nikhil and Biswajit. So we're going to ask questions around her diet and you have to answer first and then Nikhil can answer, then Anupa will say which is the right answer. Okay. So the first question is, what is Anupa's favorite breakfast? So Biswajit, first you have to answer, then Nikhil will answer the same question.
I think it is probably idli.
Idli. Okay.
Idli.
Nikhil,
Yeah,
favorite
it's
breakfast.
Idli. It is idli.
Anupa, is that right?
Yes, absolutely. It's
Fantastic.
idli.
Yeah, so you both got the right answer. Very good. Question number 2. What is Anupa's favorite fruit?
Fruit, apple maybe. There are a lot of fruits that used to come.
Nikhil, now your chance. He said apple.
I think
just
dragon
guess.
fruit.
Sorry?
Dragon fruit.
Dry fruit.
Right.
Dragon fruit.
Dragon
Wow.
fruit.
Dragon fruit.
Yeah, dragon fruit.
ड्रैगन फ्रूट. अरे वाह, मतलब ये तो बहुत ही यूनिक फ्रूट है. आपको कैसे नहीं पता विश्वजीत ड्रैगन फ्रूट?
नहीं आता तो रहता है बट मैंने ध्यान नहीं रखा.
Okay, what is Anupa's favorite lunch? What does she have for lunch?
Lunch, ऐसे कुछ specifics तो नहीं है. We have chicken, we have leafy, vegetables and all those things.
Favorite.
Nikhil, what is the favorite lunch?
I'm in the office. So I used to be in the office, but that time it becomes difficult.
Nikhil will be knowing better.
I think it's grilled fish, mostly air fried chicken and grilled fish. She likes the most.
Two things are there. One is biryani. Biryani I love, chicken biryani, and the other is grilled fish.
अरे वाह. And what is her favorite dinner?
I think Nikhil will be much.
You have to become her friend on GOQii Arena. Everywhere you will know everything.
It's fruits, by the way.
Huh?
It's fruits.
Oh, dinner is fruits.
Fruits and salads.
Yes.
Oh, she doesn't have dinner only, huh, now?
No.
No. I only have fruits or salads.
Wow. And what is her favorite dessert?
That is
Ice cream?
custard, I think. Custard. It's custard.
Is
मैंने
it? No.
Both are wrong here. It is gajar ka halwa.
Oh, गाजर का हलवा. Wow, that's amazing. And what is her cheat meal? Okay, ये तो पता होना चाहिए विश्वजीत को. Cheat meal तो आपके साथ खा रहे होंगे.
बड़ा difficult question. मैंने ध्यान नहीं दिया.
तो यार ये सब ध्यान देना पड़ेगा ना, इसलिए तो आपको वो सेकंड पति बोल के इधर फर्स्ट पति गोकी को बोल रहे हैं. हाँ. Yes, Nikhil, what is?
I think it's chocolates.
Chocolates.
Yeah.
Chocolates and pakoras.
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic. No. So I think it's amazing to see that, how you have, decided what is your cheat meals, what is your healthy meal. And this is really all about, right? I think it's all about creating this whole community, creating this bonding. So tell us, you've been also using the GOQii store very frequently. तो GOQii store के बारे में क्या है? And I know Biswajit must be saying, ये इतना सब order क्या कर रहे हैं आप लोग? हाँ?
हाँ मैंने बोला भी यार ये क्या है ये तुम दुकानदार बोल रहे हो कि ड्राई फ्रूट्स का क्या?
My almirah is full of dry fruits, sir.
like क्या है ये सब चीजें? But again it's good. Probably I think you are having some kind of GOQii coins that she was telling me. We can order through the GOQii coins and all those things. So
GOQii Cash.
GOQii Cash. So it's a good way to have an engagement with the customers and all those things. This is quite good. So food is quite healthy. So that's so the whole the ecosystem is well built on the health factor. So it's quite good.
My kids say सर माय किड्स से कि अगर मम्मा को कुछ गिफ्ट करना है ना तो अंजीर देने का, अंजीर का रिंग बना के दो.
अंजीर की रिंग. That's very
Because nowadays my intake of fruits and dry fruits have increased a lot, I would say.
no, that's really good, right? And see, that's what it is, right? People, all the natural fruits, natural foods have so much good qualities, vitamins, etc., right? Which is what we've been missing. Which I think the idea really is to kind of incorporate in your diet, in your workout, in your exercise, etc., which is what we are trying to do. So Nikhil, tell us that were there any specific things which did not work for her? Like you said, ye karte hain, and then you said, nahi, ye nahi chal raha hai, let's reverse it. Were there things where you had to also change things for her on the way?
Okay, so I told her when you're having the bay leaf tea, you don't actually take anything with it, because any type of green tea, or you're combining green tea with any herbs, so let's not take any food with it. So because the green tea contains tannins, and it inhibits the absorption of other key minerals, and also lowers the effectiveness of the food we are taking with it. So I told her not to consume anything with the tea. Keep a gap of at least 1 hour if you're having the green tea. So that was my suggestion for her, and she is following it right now.
हाँ सर, इसने मेरे को बहुत डांटा है इस बात पे, बहुत ज्यादा डांटा है.
So what you are saying, Nikhil, is green tea ke saath don't have food. That's what you are saying.
Yeah.
Have green tea separately and food separately. That's interesting. Even I was not fully aware of that. So that's definitely a good point for all of us to learn. हमको तो लगता है green tea के साथ पिएंगे like Chinese food. They keep having tea and they keep eating. So I thought actually it is good.
Even I was having dry fruits with green tea. He told me not to have anything, neither pistachio or nothing of that sort with green tea. So I stopped that.
That's a very good that's a very good suggestion.
And the Brazilian nut, that was that really helped me a lot. Brazilian nut.
Brazilian nuts. Fantastic.
Yeah.
So Anupa, tell us what has now been the reaction of course, you were telling about your kids, but generally with friends, family members and neighbors, other things, right? Are they seeing a different you? What has been their reaction after your transformation?
Yeah, absolutely. They are saying कि अरे हम लोग तो फूल पता नहीं ऐसे कैसे होते जा रहे हो, उल्टा चल रहे हो क्या? So it's like that. And there is no fatigue nowadays in me. Earlier there used to be, but now more energized. I can walk as much as earlier it was my first target was 5,000 steps. Now I can do easily 21,000 steps. It's not a
21,000
difficult
steps.
task.
Wow.
Yes.
So, Nikhil, what are the next goals you have set for her?
I wanted to actually, make her sleep fine-tuned, make it more peaceful, so that she could sleep for longer hours. So that is what I'm targeting right now. Physical activity, I think she is doing pretty much well. If you're clocking 20k plus steps daily, then it is she is actually at the optimum best, I would say. So I would definitely like to make her sleep better. For that, I have currently suggested her to have chamomile tea in the night, and she is taking religiously from past 1 month. The results are not what I'm expecting, but I will monitor her progress with the chamomile tea for sure.
What about meditation? I see she's also now doing meditation very regularly.
Yes. She has started doing. She's actually started doing meditations also for Ronak Gujar in the morning, and she is doing it from past many days. And she has shared her experience that this particular meditation is one of her favorites right now. So
Anupa, did you really think meditation could have so much effect on your health?
No, earlier I didn't. Earlier I didn't knew that it would help me a lot, but really, especially Ronak's classes, the first thing what I do in the morning is do meditation, but not the guided one by Ronak. Later on I do, the timing is 7 o'clock. Obviously nowadays it's 7 o'clock as we all know. So I put it on, and from 7 o'clock I do that Ronak's guided meditation sincerely. And before that, at 6 o'clock, we have Anushka Contractor. So that also I joined. So for everything, I have every favorite of mine is there. One is meditation, it is Ronak Gajal. Then for yoga, that is the flow yoga. I didn't knew about anything about flow yoga, but it's Anushka who told us, who taught it. It's not about anything of 10 counts or 20 counts, just go with the flow. So that is what I am also doing. It is actually flexible. Flexibility has increased in me with Anushka's classes. And when I have to go.
Yes, I was saying, Riddhi, what do you think will be her next goals now, given she's already doing everything so perfectly?
Yeah, so basically her next goal, she should definitely work on the sleep, because that's something which is very, very important, holistic aspect we need to focus upon, because she's following her nutrition really well. Her step counts are excellent, even she started doing the meditation. That's something, which is very good. But we always focus more on the diet and, nutrition and exercise part, but we always neglect the role of stress and sleep in our day-to-day life, right? After the pandemic, sleep is basically the natural drug which we should be taking it on daily basis, because she has been doing fantastically well in terms of her exercise, right? So during that time, or when she's doing any physical activity, of course there is some muscle wastage is there, but during sleep time, all the muscle repairs, a lot of detoxification takes place, a lot of hormonal balance is taking place, right? And what happens, what we have seen in our, generally, like whenever you're sleeping less, of course, the stress levels, are pretty high. And that could result in anxiety. We feel fatigued throughout the day. So sleep is something which we should be targeting in terms of, how we can improve the better quality of sleep. So that's one thing. Also, she has lost a good amount of weight. So we'll be going ahead with some toning exercises in form of the strength training workout. She has been mainly focusing on the aerobics or the cardio. So we'll focus more on the strength training workout. So that is what we have planned as next course of action. And Nikhil is there always, I'm there always to help her out. So we will definitely help her in terms of achieving our goals.
Biswajit, what do you think? What is impairing her sleep? इनकी sleep में challenges क्यों आ रही हैं आपके हिसाब से?
एक तो है जो मुझे लगता है कि थोड़ा जल्दी सोना चाहिए, थोड़ा लेट आई थिंक वो स्लीप करती है, तो एक तो ये होना चाहिए, और लेसर ऑफ ऐप एक्टिविटीज जो मुझे पर्सनली लगता है, मे बी गोकी के लिए थोड़ा डिसएडवांटेज ही होगा, बट बिकॉज थोड़ा मे बी bit lesser of engagement, still probably हाँ ठीक है.
Are you, by the way, Anupa, are you also on Instagram and Facebook and other?
No, not on Instagram. I'm not at all. Earlier, I was very much in WhatsApp and everything, but it has reduced. Now I'm fully on GOQii.
Okay. So you yeah.
Because
Sorry,
वो engagement थोड़ा ज़्यादा, because of course because of the health issues and all those things, इसके लिए वो practice was quite religious. So इसके लिए engagement भी काफी stringent ही था, because in 3-4 months में ये achieve करना is not easy. It's not that easy to achieve 3-4 months में all these things. It takes a lot of dedication. So मुझे ऐसा लगता है personally कि probably of course as rightly pointed out, sleep is of paramount importance. अगर आप सोएंगे नहीं probably तो again becomes difficult. थोड़ा maybe needs to work on the sleep patterns. That's what is required.
No, fantastic. And now that, we are giving both of you a challenge to start preparing for the 50-kilometer trail walk, we'll all be looking forward to that in December. तो December में आपको अभी training आपको भी चालू करनी पड़ेगी, क्योंकि ये team of 2 है. ये आपको दोनों को team बना के आपको ये करना पड़ेगा. So Nikhil, any final words? How do you think we'll be preparing her and now Biswajit together for the 50-kilometer trail?
So I think Vishwajit also should come on GOQii first of all, so that he gets a GOQii coach, and I'm sure that the GOQii coach will also motivate him to clock 20K steps. So both of them will be clocking 40K steps, and that will be helping in December actually for the trail. So he should actually join the GOQii as soon as possible. That will surely help.
अरे वो तो खुद बोल रहे हैं वो ऐप पे एंगेज नहीं करना चाहिए, और आप इनको बोल रहे हो ज्वाइन करें.
सर वो क्या करेंगे, तो वो बोलेंगे उसमें भी निखिल चले जाओ, ट्रेल में भी चले जाओ.
So what you are saying is Anupa and Nikhil will be the team members. Okay, I mean that's also fair. Riddhi, what are your final words on on Anupa and her entire journey?
Anupa, I would really like to congratulate because she's a very dedicated player. With her motivation, with her dedication, she has achieved her long-term health goals, that too without the medication and in a very short span. So this is entirely her dedication, her determination, her consistency. And she was very clear. It was all about the choices she made. So choice is something which is very, very important, because if you're making the right choice and if you're very clear that I have to achieve it somehow, you will definitely do that. Where there is a will, of course, there is a way. So that's what she did. And that is how, she's able to achieve her goals. And by focusing medication, she had, put lifelong medication, under carpet. So that is something which is something very good to go.
So well said, Riddhi. And Anupa, what are your words before we conclude the program?
Sir, I think health journey is like every journey has an end, but I don't think my journey will end. It will be a lifelong journey. And inspire before you expire. That is what my motto is.
So lifelong
And thank
health
you.
journey. No, that's such an inspiring word. Yeah, sorry, you were saying something.
And thank you, Vishal sir, for bringing GOQii. It's a very beautiful platform, I would say. Not because health is not only about your physical body fitness, it's also about your mental fitness. So both should be there, and both. If you have both the things together, then only you can be totally fit. It's not about you are comparing yourself with others, how they are fit. It's about how you used to be and how you are now. So that is the improvement. Whenever I see my own improvements. What I was in February, then what I was in March, then what I was in April. Like that only I see. I don't see that I am competing with that person. So how much that person is doing or what that person is doing. It's okay. Challenges are very good. Nowadays, challenges need to be there. It's very good. And I am a personal, I would say I am a silent admirer of Dr. Venu Gopal sir. I am a very silent admirer. So I used to see him, what he does, how he is following that trend. So even in his busy schedule, he is doing everything. He is putting the logs, everything he used to put. So some beautiful friends also I have made over here. And thank you each and everyone from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for motivating me from the front also and from the back side of the scene also. Everyone is motivating me. So thank you from the
Thank
bottom
you,
of my
thank you,
heart to each and everyone.
thank you again. And we have to also thank Biswajit for introducing you to the GOQii family. And once again, given that we are all going to be lifelong members of the family, we are going to see you soon, and we will continue this health journey and the health story on